And the Barren County Trojanettes into our Paul Gray Media Day. Again, thank you guys for coming. Let's start off. Coach, go ahead and introduce yourself and the players you brought this morning.
I'm Coach Piper Lindsey, and I've got with me Addison, London, and another senior, Raven, Ennis.
All right, and then let's just talk about how's the preseason workouts going and just early thoughts on the team.
They've been really good. Of course, I think we've kind of been talking to a lot of other coaches. Our numbers are pretty low, but outside of that, we've kind of been doing the best we can with what we've got. We did a lot of 3-on-3 and 4-on-4, and I feel like if we went to play a 3-on-3 tournament right now, we'd be pretty good. That's about a lot of what we've been doing. But now, outside of that, we've been doing a lot of fundamental work. Our practices have been extremely just enthusiastic and competitive, and the kids seem like they're happy to be there. Of course, I know last year we kind of got a late start, so it was nice to start on October 15th, and I think we've had about 15 practices since then, and can definitely see a big difference from start to where we are right now, and again, kind of only hope to continue to get better.
Coach, you had an incredible run last season, going undefeated in district play, 16-3 in the region, 20-8 overall. You only lost one senior really in Emmy Hughes, but it finished second as well as runner-up in the 4th region. Are you looking to kind of maintain that success and replicate it from last season this year?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's our main goal. I mean, we say we want to get back to where we were last year, but we want to go a step farther. That's kind of what we've been talking about since day one. Losing Emma Hughes was a tough one. She kind of played bigger than what she really was, and was a great kid to coach, and always kind of gave us 110%. And of course, we lost Macy Lockhart last year, which that was a big injury that hurt us quite a bit, and that allowed Emma Hughes to step up and a few other kids. So now that we've got Macy back, we feel real good with where we are. But again, we've still got to focus on getting better each day, and it's not just Bowling Green. It's a lot of other teams that we're going to have to compete against.
You brought up Macy. I was going to ask. I know she only 4 games last year. How is she in that process, and how much does bringing another scorer into the fold now for hopefully a full season really kind of helps this team as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely going to help. She's doing a great job as far as her rehab was excellent. She did exactly what she needed to do. Of course, she's a determined kid. I hated that for her, but she played soccer and she did fine. She is still injury-free, which is a positive. But she brings another dynamic as far as even a big person for us. We aren't the biggest. But we're mighty. We're small and mighty. I feel like we've got a lot of guard play. But having her now, I mean, another rebounder, another great defender, I think will really help us out.
For the players, I know practice has been, as Coach said, a little bit more 3-on-3 heavy, but if you had to pick a favorite part of practice and a least favorite part of practice, what would it be in the early stages so far? If there is a favorite part of practice.
What's your favorite part?
I think my favorite part is doing like the shooting drills and just competing against each other, because it's like very competitive. We want to win against the other team. And my least favorite part is probably ball handling, like stationary, just because it starts hurting my back. But once you start moving, I'm fine.
I think my favorite part would be probably 3-on-3. I kind of just like the one-on-one action, but like Addison said, my least favorite part would be ball handling.
Coach, did y'all go anywhere over the summer to do some play some ball anywhere over the summer or anything like that?
We did. We hosted a couple of days and had some teams come and play. We also went over to Glasgow and to a few other places. I think we ended up playing maybe 16, 17 games or so. So we had a pretty good summer with everybody. Of course, Macy, she wasn't with us then.
Right.
But yeah, we were able to play some summer ball.
For you guys, 3 straight trips now to the region championship game. How much is that kind of motivation and the bar being set going into this year for you guys to continue what the success that y'all had as a program here the last few years?
Well, I mean, I think knowing that they've been there before, that helps. And I think that they know that they want to get back, and I think it always leaves a sour taste in your mouth, after you go that far and you play in that championship game. And last year was tough for us, and I think that now with what we have, the girls are excited. You know, we're talking about it right now. I mean, we even talked about it this summer, that this is our goal. What do we need to do to get there? I think being there just, again, makes the kids more hungry to want to be back to Rupp. I mean, that's in the big picture, that's where we want to go.
For either one of the players, what's it been like motivation-wise since the season ended last year to not only get back, but to go a step further? For either one of the players.
Well, we talked on the way down here that, you know, Raven was like, you know, we got to make sure that we guard everybody. And she said yesterday, she said something about, yeah, that was my fault. I got in foul trouble, you know, and that's just talking about one game. So, I mean, I think that's one thing that she's kind of focusing on is being a better defender and making sure that she doesn't foul, she can stay in the game. So, y'all want to get back, right?
Yeah. I don't know, I think it all starts with motivation from all the players.
Raven, Piper mentioned you guys are small but mighty. How much does her tenacious personality rub off on you guys as players?
I don't know, I'm just competitiveness.
How about you for you, Addison?
She just stays really positive, and it's easy to like take the energy off of her and just want to do good for like our team and to just better ourselves, so that one, we can make her proud, and two, just get back to where we were before.
Coach, when you look at this district as a whole too, I mean, obviously getting to the region, but you gotta go this district first. How do you kind of look at the rest of the programs who have all kind of had their own success in recent years as well?
You know, I mean, I think that with looking at our district, if you look at Monroe County, I think that they're going to be tough. They've got pretty much everybody back. As far as, you know, Allen and Glasgow, they both lost quite a bit. But, you know, with that being said, Coach Dunn does a heck of a job, and Coach Pippen, I mean, they both do a really, really good job with working with what they have. And I feel like, you know, Coach Dunn always finds a way to keep it close with us. And I mean, it's the same thing with Pippen. They both do. They do an excellent job. And, you know, going back to Monroe County with Paisley Ford and the Beach and all those kids that I feel like they've been playing for forever. They're going to be really tough to beat as well. And again, I know I shouldn't continue to say, hey, we want to get back to region. You're right. We got to get past the district first. That is true.
Piper, are there any games on your schedule that you've set up for this year with the expectations that are kind of benchmark games that you look at?
You know, we play E-Town, the second game of the year. I think that's always one that definitely kind of sets to see where we are. Of course, I do think that they are down a little bit this year, but we didn't get a chance to play Metcalf last year. I think that's another team that, you know, it's going to be pretty good as well. We're going to go to Hopkinsville and play there. That's a different, or somebody else on the schedule. But no, honestly, this year it was a struggle getting games, to be honest. I mean, it was a struggle trying to find people to play us, which I guess is a good thing. But no, other than that, we look at each game as a keynote to kind of see where we are, and again, we want to get better, and we kind of, I guess, go off of it based on that.
How important was it for the younger players that ended up having to play quite a bit last year with the injuries and whatnot? How important was that experience for them and for the team as a whole?
Oh, it was huge for them. I mean, if you look at, of course, Katie Murphy, she's just a sophomore. She's been playing for a couple years, but she has definitely gotten more comfortable with, you know, running the point. But another one that I want to mention was Abby Barney. I mean, she stepped up big for us when Macy got hurt. A very good guard play as far as, you know, she's got the scoring mindset. That's what she wants to do, and that's what we need. You know, just a lot like this one. You know, they know how to score and can create on their own. But that one, you got to have more than 4 or 5 players. And I think her will help us. And then also a couple of freshmen, Katie Elmore and Katie Geralds, a couple kids that you saw a little bit at the regional tournament. And, you know, again, they had never really played varsity basketball until last year. And so I think that experience is really going to help them and help us this coming year.